a large number of calls coming in and all our advisors are busy at the moment. If you stay on the line, your call will be answered as soon as possible, but you may have to wait for a while. Or if you prefer, you can call back later. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday.
Right, okay, so how can I help?
By letting me talk to a manager.
Right, okay, so I mean obviously I would have to tell the manager what the call's regarding.
Well, it's regarding my payment. I haven't had it.
But did you not receive a payment? It's not the right amount, it's late,
I haven't had it, and I've rung up 4 times already, sorry, and the last person told me that it was being processed, and it was like a case of the bank talking to the bank, and that was just before 12 o'clock, and it's still not in there. I've got direct debits due out, and if the money's not there, which it isn't, they're now going to bounce, and that's going to cost me 12 quid a go. In the year I've been claiming, I've not had one payment done on time, paid correctly, or worked out right. Because they're meant to pay me fortnightly now, and they're still getting it wrong. Even today I haven't been paid. You spend your time in fear because you don't know, like you've got things set up in your bank like your direct debits, because even though I'm on benefit, if I pay my utility bills by direct debit, it's cheaper than paying with a card meter. So all my direct debits were set up, and it's like you're sitting there and you're dreading whether you've got a direct debit due out and if you're going to get paid in time, because like my direct debit bounce fees are £12 each one. Because they weren't doing it right, it just meant for months, and even now I get calls from my rent officer. Have you been paid the rent? Has they paid? Because we haven't had the rent. Have they paid it to you? Do we need to phone them up? I mean, we made numerous conference calls with my rent officer and myself to Universal Credit to try and sort out the rent payment, because we'd asked for it to be paid directly to them. They dropped stuff off for me. It was once, the food bank were absolutely brilliant with what they provided, and they made me smile because they gave me a bunch of flowers as well. Yes, food banks are there to help people, but to get to a point where you have to rely on another service to provide for you when you should be getting enough money to live on anyway. Maybe it is for those that are able to work, but for those of us that aren't, you try living on it. Take away your posh house and your yearly salary and you try living on what people have to live on.